Music that they put out. There's this disconnect. You know, it always trips me out. Like, you're making a song about, you know, lean and syrup and all these different drugs, and you are vegan. You don't ingest any of that. You drink high pH water. And it's like, wait a minute. That's true. Yeah, like, and you've encouraged millions of kids to go sip syrup.
Yeah.
I had a student I was mentoring, and I told him he was working on his mixtape, and I was like, all right, you can spit a verse on the mixtape. And he does sip syrup. And he was in the verse talking about sip syrup. But one thing he left out is that he sipped so much syrup that his in the lining of his stomach, he sipped a hole in the lining of his stomach, and he started to go septic. So I said, you know what? If you're going to talk about sipping syrup on my track, you got to talk about the lining in your stomach and how it's ripped open. And if you're not going to talk about that, you ain't keeping it real. And you can't be on the track. Like, let's talk about the next step. What happens when it's not cool anymore? You know what I'm saying? What happens when you got like a bag attached to you to be able to...
You are at all these stations. So when I go to... So, you know, again, PGC plays hip-hop. It's black, right? And I remember I got my intern. That's where I started. I got my internship there. And I found out the guy that ran everything was like this little white guy. And I was like, and it was like, I felt so bamboozled because I'm like, wait a minute, he the one picking the records. And then it'd be like, he's the one picking out, he chose me. I mean, I appreciate it because he put me on, but even still, it's just like, that was one of the first times I saw like I guess when the veil is slipped over, because we are, like my whole life I've listened to music. And so then I would start, like you're in these meetings, or we would do music meetings where the record label comes and they play the records. I'll never forget this because I'm an intern. This is when I'm like, my eyes are being opened to like the machine. So I'm sitting there, and they brought in people from our sales department. Now, a lot of times our sales department is white people, it's Asian people, a couple black people. So they're in there, I'm in there, a couple of little black people. And I remember they played like Yin Yang Twins, but they played the music video. And Yin Yang Twins was saying the most ignorant, I mean, it may have been a whisper song, right? So, you know, it's like, it was dirty, and he's saying crazy stuff, and then the video, the women are butt naked, bent over, and I'll never forget the room is like, yeah, that's y'all. Like, I was just like, oh, damn, that's me. Now, I was jamming, but I wouldn't let them see, I didn't want them to see me jamming to the record. What would you all like to see in the future?
I would just like to see women be more fearless. You know, I'm glad to see that there are way more women who are dominating social media. You know, you can hashtag FemC or female MC or whatever, and it'd be a couple thousand. You know what I mean? But I would love, you know, I say back in the day, not like I, you know, was there, but back in the day, you used to have your own flow. Like, everybody had to have your own flow. And it'd be like an issue if you had somebody else's flow, if you was biting somebody's flow. Like, a part of the craft was to be as creative as possible. You know what I mean? To be avant-garde, to be a leader, to be the first one to do this, to be able to say, nah, I did that first, you know? I would love to see women be more fearless in that and creating our own flows, doing something different. You know, even from the way we dress, the way we, everything, and the way we present, you know what I mean? Everybody don't have to contour their face the same. Everybody got to wear the same hairstyle, the same spit. Everybody don't have to do the same cadence. Like, I would love to see women like branch out and explore themselves. Who am I? How do I express? What's important to me? You know what I'm saying? Across the board, like, rap about what your personal life is like, not just like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's limited. The image, the content is still limited to a couple of areas that we feel like we can address these things. Like, I would love to see us have a song for every emotion, every day of the week, you know, every experience you can have. I just want to see us branch out and be more honest with ourselves and be fearless in how we show up in the world.
I think you make a great point. It's funny, I remember, okay, so there's a City Girl record, right? And I found out that, Lil Yachty broke the record for them. Do you guys feel like, a lot of times even women artists are writing or singing or rapping from a man's perspective. Like, he wrote that for them. And they say it's some wild stuff. I can't say it in here because that would just make us all look crazy. But there's a record, and the girls, I mean, they deliver it in a way where women repeat it, we singing it, and then I found out Lil Yachty wrote it for them, and I was like,
right. And then, see, you'll call that women empowerment, but how?
just moving forward. I'm sorry. As we move forward, what would you like to see in the future as far as women in hip hop? What would you like to see?
Just more real representation, like when we were saying, like DJ Beverley Bond saying, like there has to be some authenticity to balance out what ain't the artificial, right? Because we can't control all the artificial and all the dangerous messages out there in the world, but we can all choose to like do more to like counteract that. So I'm gonna just ramp up on more love and more real, messages in my music, because I know they gonna put all of this on the radio. We know that already. Like, we can't blame either side. We gotta be like, you know what? It's my job to do more of this. If I know I'm able to do it within my reason, I know I'm able to speak more truth in life into my people. Why am I waiting on Movie to do it? I can do it. My hands work, my mouth works, my mind works. Come on, let's get it. Right? So I think there should be more of that. Just daily mentorship, daily like communication between each other. Just some of the talks I've had with people I've never done records with has kept me going, has reshaped my mind, has got my heart back strong. Just being like, hey, you all right? You all right? You feeling okay?
All my people to be free, to be free, to be free. All black people to be free, to be free, to be free. All my people to be free. Skip over me cause you want like kids. Go back to Africa, Amazon, she was 5, I was going on 6. The first time I heard it, it's about my skin. Hurt to the core of my feelings. My mom was bright green, I think.